I'm pretty chill this evening, which I suppose is a good thing. I hope the audio's coming in good. I'm working on a few things here today. I don't know if this is suitable or not. Let's just check this out. See, I've got a couple of different camera angles. I'm going to switch around to this one. You can see how much lights are on me with this one. Look at that camera right there. Then there's this one right here. Got that one. And then I'll go back to the standard camera. Yeah, you can see in the background there, I got ESPN Plus. It's just a streaming thing. I'm watching the Ottawa Senators game. Well, watching it. It's getting ready to start. So I'll have it on after I finish up here. No, it's not soundproofed, but I have a lot of, as you can see, I have some sound isolation materials built for the studio. I do have a collapsible booth, but it's not finished. I created the insulation aspect of it. I just need to build the frame out, and once I get that done, I'll be up and running. If I switch it up to, let's see, there you can sort of see this is the general vicinity. See, I monitor the cameras here. And that's what it looks like from Operation Central, if you will. We'll go back to this, though. So I am relaxed on a Monday evening. And I hope you're doing well. I'm feeling pretty good. Is the audio okay? Because I'm getting strange peaks on my meter. They're showing crazy high levels here. Let's turn it, adjust it a bit. How's that? That should be a little bit better. It's funny how sometimes the slightest little adjustment and everything just goes haywire. Sciatica is still very much there. I'm going to strap on the old TENS machine after I finish up here and lie on the couch and watch some Ottawa Senators hockey. But yeah, sciatica's rather troublesome to me the last few days. Today is a little bit better than yesterday, and yesterday was better than the day before, so all things being equal, it's not too bad, right? You can only hope for so much, I guess. Oops, what's going on there? Just had a little, there we go. Strange sometimes. I find that the color is a little bit too much. Let's see if I can go black and white here. There we go. How's that? Black and white. So very relaxed this evening. I worked from home today, had several meetings. Things went well, and then Douglas and I finished recording a show. We started it last night, but I was very tired, and we discussed on this morning's live stream that I had to bow out early because I wasn't great. Let's put it that way. So anyway, we finished recording a show. I just have some editing to do afterwards. Actually, if I switch up the camera, you can see in the background here, there's the program. This is the audio program here too, right here. This is the WAV file from what we were recording earlier. Anyway, yeah. 1 second. I needed to clear my throat there. I can give you this. For some reason, see that one camera, the bottom left-hand corner camera, has gone in reverse when I do this. Because if you look at my shirt, see that it's written backwards there. Why, I don't know, because if I go to that camera on its own, it's actually showing it to you correctly. And I tried for about 30 minutes to figure out why it was doing that earlier. I couldn't get it to flip around. Weirdness. Well, thanks, Helen. We were lucky enough to have Mubin come in and help us out today, which was pretty awesome. So I don't know, I'm feeling good right now. Like I said, I'm a little tired, very mellow, very relaxed, which is not a terrible thing. It's actually pretty good, I think. Let me just adjust this light fixture here. That's a little too bright. There, that's better. It was shining right in my eyes, and I didn't care for that. Dim it down a little bit. Maybe I'll just eliminate one of these lights here. Trying to get lighting right without having a light meter, and when you have this big bald head like I do, that doesn't help because it throws off. It creates a, see? There. Now the color looks good. Now it's washed out. It's very troublesome. Let me just dim it down a bit. There we go. That's a little better, I think, eh? Last thing I want to do is blind you with the glow off my dome. That's not good. There we go. We can put that back there. That helps. Just ever so subtle lighting. So this the last few days, this past weekend, Friday I was pretty tired Friday because I'd had a really rough. I shouldn't say rough. Rough is not the proper term. I had a really tough work week. I was busy. I had a lot of projects that I had to get done, and I managed to get everything done. So, I got my job done. The bosses were very happy with me, which makes me happy. Because, I'm a people pleaser by nature. And when Friday rolled around, I was just exhausted, so I went to meet my buddies at the pub like I do every Friday. And after about an hour, I was like, guys, I gotta go home. I'm tired. So I came home and had a bite to eat and lied down and took a nap. And I woke up and I noticed something that I sent to a friend of mine, and he said, well, I'm still over here at the pub and our friend is here. I was happy to see my friend because we honestly didn't know he would still be with us now. He has terminal cancer, but he looks great. And he's kind of in the process of, while he's well enough and looks good, he's going around and trying to spend time with people. And the last thing he said to my buddy, because I had left a little bit earlier, the last thing he said, my buddy said, well, I hope to see you again. He says, I think the next time you see me, it'll be at my funeral. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, I left there and I came home and I lied down for a bit, and I was going to join in my friend's live stream, but I was just so tired and I was a little emotionally exhausted at that point, so I wasn't in the right headspace. And then I watched a bit of the stream, and it was too anxiety-inducing for me, so I decided I would just go to bed early. Anyway, Saturday I woke up and was making breakfast and making some coffee, and then I don't know if I twisted or turned funny, but suddenly I was in excruciating pain from... I'm sorry to hear that, Ellen. The big C is the big equalizer, right? I mean, it's not necessarily as terminal today as it once was, but, it's a great equalizer in the end. But anyway, I was wondering about my apartment, and suddenly sciatica just decided to act up. Yeah, Michaela, he's... this has been going on for a couple of years now, and he went through several rounds of chemo, and he did everything he could, and then got to the point where he says, I'm not going to go through this again. Now, the doctor did prolong his life and quality of life by a few years, because as it turns out, he had 50% of his liver had to be removed, and he had colorectal and liver cancer. So he, wasn't doing great, but he, like I said, he looks good now. But he knows his days are numbered. He's accepted it, and he said, I could go and take the chemo again and extend my life by maybe 6, 8, 12, 18 months, but if the quality is no good, and his doctors and his wife and his kids all agreed. He's like, Dad, you wouldn't be yourself anymore. So he's, I hope to see him again, alive. Time will tell. But that's just how life goes sometimes, right? He's accepted it. I think we have too, but it still sucks, you know, because he's only 64. He's not that old. Anyway, I was glad I got to see him, and when my buddy said he's here, I'm like, okay, I'm on my way, because I was honestly worried I'd never see him again the last time I saw him. So, you know, take some solace in that fact. So yeah, so Saturday I spent most of the day on the couch, and I went out for a walk to get some bread, and I had eggs. I just needed some bread. I was all out of bread, so I went to the store for a loaf of bread and walked around the neighborhood, because when you have sciatica and it acts up, walking is good for it, even though it can be excruciatingly painful. So when I got home, I put the TENS machine back on, and I took some ibuprofen. And I was supposed to go to a concert with some friends, something that we used to go to prior to COVID. It was like an annual fundraiser thing. And of course, you know, it's been put on hold for a few years. Well, it was back this year, and I was really looking forward to going. But when my friend texted me and asked me if, she says, do you want to, you know, catch a lift with me, or... And I said, thanks for the invite, but you know what? I am not doing good. I'm in desperate pain. So Saturday night, I just went to bed as early as I could, and, you know, finally fell asleep. Yesterday was a little bit better, and I went out for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I was out on my buddy's porch for a bit. And I had a pint of Guinness and sat and hung out, and that was nice. It was lovely. But last night we were trying to record, and my head wasn't, I think it was the sunshine, the air, the medication, and just sheer exhaustion after having, you know, a really tough week, and then, not getting much sleep. Thanks to the sciatica. You know, reminds me of the lyric from the Rolling Stones, what a drag it is getting older. And that's the bummer aspect of it. But truth be told, I don't mind getting older. Beats the alternative, I think. If you're not getting older, it's because you're no longer with us. So I'll take the getting older part for as long as I can. You know, who knows? We don't know what we have. No one knows what's in store for them in the world. You don't know how things are going to turn out, you know. It's tough. I've said goodbye to a lot of friends, and you have to come to terms with it, because it is part of life. It just, it sucks, you know. But I was happy to see my friend again. And he, like I said, he looked good, and he was in great spirits. Maybe I get a chance to see him again, maybe I don't. Either way. You take the positives where you can, you know. And it was, I was very happy that I got a chance to see him again. You are correct, Alan. Your head does think one way. I'm 19 with 35 years experience. Oh boy, I feel it some days. Although I mean, I'm in better shape than I was. Let me rephrase that. I've always been in good shape my whole life. I'm blessed with that. But I have more muscle mass now than I had when I was 19, because when you're 19, you're still technically growing, right? The weird thing is, I don't think I actually ever stopped. I'm not kidding. I had shirts custom made, tailor-made, a couple of years ago, 2018 to be precise. Perfect fit. And I still wear them on occasion, but I need to wear a jacket because my pecs have gotten bigger because I work out. It sounds stupid. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true, because the shirts kind of are really tight here. It fits perfectly in my midsection, but anyway, it's weird. It's not normal to be able to, at least I don't think it's normal to, increase muscle mass at my age, and yet here we are. I don't understand a lot of things, and that happens to be one of them. But I do understand that it's been a difficult period. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. It's been a difficult period. It's been a difficult winter. And most of the snow that we've gotten this winter, and we've had more snow this winter in Ottawa than we had in the last winter, but we've had multiple melt seasons. We had full spring, I think, 3 times this year, where we'd get a lot of snow and then it would melt. And most of the snow we've received has been in the last 3 weeks. That being said, we had more snow by Christmas time this year than last year. That had fallen, but it had melted several times. It's just been a very bizarre winter. I don't know what to say. It's been tough. Today was a lovely sunny day, which was wonderful. I haven't been out because I worked from home today, and then did some recording and some editing and some production work, and now this. So I'm in the office tomorrow, and as I understand, it's going to be sunny again. So that's nice. I'll get some sunshine tomorrow. And the daylight hours are increasing, so that gives me energy. Yeah, that's weird, Elaine. Lawn most of the winter. That's just not normal, right? We've got a lot of snow in Ottawa right now. We received another 15 or 20 the other day, and I think there's another 15 on the way, but it's been so mild. It was +5 yesterday, so everything we got on Friday, Saturdays, a lot of it has already melted. It's very strange. But it's been a mild winter weather-wise. Lots of snow, but the mildness is just weird. It makes for difficult times if you're into winter sports like I am. And I guess, when you end up spending a lot more time indoor than normally, and as a result, if you're like me, I get my energy from other people, which is why I spend a lot of time at the pub. I'm not always there getting liquored. It's not like that. Oftentimes I'll go in and I'll have just non-alcoholic beer. It's just to have some company, and to get my energy levels up. Be back at the gym in another week or 2 once this sciatica clears up. St. Patrick's Day is fast approaching, so yes, being Point Irish, I'll definitely go out and have a couple of pints of Guinness on that night, I'll tell you. The Feast of St. Patrick's a reason to celebrate, And then, of course, for those of you who are aware, we're doing our monthly pubcast on the 18th of March. We'll start promoting it this week, so just keep that under your hats. Got a new little promo reel for it, so you'll see soon enough. But I'm feeling oddly at peace today. I'm not feeling hectic or anxious, or I don't have any feelings of despair, which I should probably be really thankful for, and I am, and I'm grateful for. But there's always that little voice in the back of your head that says, calm before the storm. And I hate to think that that's a thing, but history has taught me that it often is. Oh, Elaine, you're definitely going to need the pubcast after physio then, because, oh boy, physio is never fun. I mean, it's necessary, but it's painful. It's always been painful for me anyway, whenever I've had to do it. First time I had to do physio, I was 11 years old. Yeah, that was painful. Oh boy, I don't even want to think about it. So, I don't think I've had any great advice to give to anybody today. Some days I'm just bereft of ideas. And some days, when you're feeling mostly content with your lot and your place in the world, it's weird. I don't have any complaints right now, other than, the back, but that's not the brain, right? That's the age. It's not the age, it's the mileage. Is that what it is? Is that how it goes? You tell me. I honestly don't remember what it's all about. And I'd love to be able to sit here and tell you great ways to make yourself feel happy and joyful and not feel the aches and pains that one gets when one gets to be my age. But I think one of the things about getting older is that you're always going to feel the aches and pains. They're always going to be there. It does remind you that you are alive. So I guess there's that. Try and see the positive wherever you can, right? At least that's what I'm trying to do. Some days it's more difficult than others. Today it's not that difficult, because although I am in a lot of pain, I am thankful that I'm still here. I'm thankful that my doctor's been helpful, that the medication has been helpful. I'm thankful that and grateful that I've been able to stick around. And stick around I shall, for as long as possible. Some days I just, oh, good for you, Elaine. That's excellent. Congratulations. That's great. Soon you'll be able to say no more to that altogether, eh? You're doing really good. Keep it up. We want you to stick around too, It's nice to have a community where we can all sort of lean on one another. No one knows what tomorrow brings, so try and be as happy as you can be with what you've got. Sometimes that's difficult. I know, Mikhail, you're still worried about your living situation and employment situation. But I'm glad to see that you were able to get your script refilled. That's good. I'm glad you're feeling normal again, man. That's good stuff, brother. I'm happy for you. I hope the job situation works out and the housing situation works out. I mean, everyone knows that not having a place to stay and not having a steady source of income could be very, very stressful. And, well, one of the things that we're complaining about here in the province of Ontario is how our premier, which would be like, I guess, equivalent to a governor, our premier, Doug Ford, who, again, I don't want to get too political, but he's trying to privatize healthcare, and he's selling it off to the highest bidder. And without getting super political, because that's not what this show is about, I was reading about how one of the private companies is offering a program called Abila CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy, to help you with your anxiety. I'm like, okay, cool, I like this. It's $400. I am having anxiety thinking about it. That's problematic, right? And again, this is not a show about politics. This is a show for, it's a community. I'm trying to create an area of comfort and ease for anybody who wants to come and sit and relax and chat with one another. Just listen to the vapid musings that come out of my pie hole. Some days I have a couple of things to say, and some days I just wander aimlessly through the forest. I think today was an aimless wandering day. Sometimes that happens. It's okay though, right? We all got together. We had a chat. We spent some time together. We've discussed how we're feeling. That's the point of this, right? That we can share with each other in a safe space. And I mean, the only one really being vulnerable here is me, because you see my face and hear my voice, and see my apartment. And I'm not asking anybody to do that. It's not what I'm suggesting or saying. You don't need to do that. You can remain as anonymous as you wish to be in the chat. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. I'm just trying to create a space for you to be comfortable in. And really, after all, that's what makes me happy, is if I can provide you with a respite from the noise, or maybe some pain, or whatever the case may be. Oh, you've got a new apartment. Outstanding. That's great, Mikhail. I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you, bud. That's good. That'll take a load of strain and stress and anxiety off your mind, I'm sure. Makes it a little bit easier to sleep at night when you know you've got some money coming in and you're going to have a roof over your head. So that's excellent, my friend. I'm happy for you. Well, I'm going to... no problem, Stephen. Yeah, everybody's welcome here. I want everybody to feel comfortable here. That's why I do this. Try and provide you with some words of encouragement in a soothing voice, to provide you with a bit of peace and relaxation, maybe an exercise or two to help out, and let you know that you're not alone. We're here for you. Well, it's not a lot I can do because I don't really have any money, but I can provide you with words, comforting words, and a safe space to chat how you're feeling. And with that, I am going to bid you adieu, as I have some other projects I need to attend to this evening. But I thank you for your time. I thank you for joining me. And I'm happy that you were able to come in this evening and hang out for 30 minutes with me. I do have to free up time on the network because there's other individuals that wish to use the space, but that's okay. I want to thank the Crier Media Network for giving me this extra space. Of course, I do have the YouTube channel, yes, but trying to expand things, so also on Crier Media now. All right. I will bid you adieu. Take care, everybody. Hope you feel good. Hope you're happy. And more than anything else, I hope you've enjoyed your time this evening. Take care.